a degree in rocket science from one of Russia's most prestigious universities, and a reputation as one of the deadliest strikers in the UFC heavyweight division. This is the story of Alexander Volkov, the man who traded engineering for elbows and equations for knockouts. Born on October 24, 1988, in Moscow, Russia, Alexander Volkov's path to becoming an elite fighter wasn't written in the stars. It was forged through relentless dedication and a willingness to defy the odds. Volkov's journey into martial arts began early. At just 9 years old, he earned his first karate belt, quickly falling in love with the discipline and brutality of combat sports. His dedication and talent propelled him forward, and he eventually earned black belts in both Kyokushin karate and Tsushin-gen, mastering the art of striking with precision and power. But while Volkov's fists were making an impact, so was his mind. He enrolled in the prestigious Bauman Moscow State Technical University, pursuing a degree in rocket science. Yes, actual rocket science. A career in engineering promised stability and success, but Volkov had his sights set on something far more dangerous and uncertain. His decision to pursue MMA wasn't a popular one. Friends, family, and peers urged him to stick to engineering. After all, a career in MMA is filled with risks, both physical and financial. But Volkov couldn't shake his passion for the sport. And by the time he graduated in 2011, it was too late. He was already hooked. Volkov's professional MMA career began in 2009 while he was still a student. By the time he graduated, he had already accumulated a record of 9 wins and just 3 losses. The 6'7" heavyweight had quickly established himself as a solid prospect in the European circuit, competing in M1 Global, a tough and respected Russian MMA organization. It didn't take long for Volkov to make his mark. He went on to win the M1 Global Heavyweight Championship, showcasing his talent and earning respect in the world of mixed martial arts. In 2012, just a year after finishing his degree, Volkov captured the Bellator Heavyweight Championship. His rise was fast and well-deserved, proving that his choice to follow his passion was the right one. However, after a few setbacks in Bellator, Volkov made a return to M1 Global, demonstrating his resilience. He didn't just return, he conquered, regaining the M1 Global Heavyweight Championship before ultimately setting his sights on the UFC. By 2016, Volkov made his UFC debut and wasted no time establishing himself as a threat in the heavyweight division. He went on a 4-fight win streak, defeating experienced veterans and rising contenders alike. But in the fight game, momentum can change in an instant. At UFC 229, Volkov faced Derrick Lewis, a dangerous knockout artist. Volkov was winning the fight, controlling the pace, and outstriking Lewis for nearly 15 minutes. Then, in the final 10 seconds, Lewis landed a massive punch that ended the fight. It was a devastating and heartbreaking loss. A lesser fighter might have crumbled after such a defeat, but not Volkov. Instead, he went back to work, honing his craft and preparing for his next opportunity. When that opportunity came against Alistair Overeem, Volkov didn't waste it. Overeem, a former K1 kickboxing world champion, is known for his striking and knockout power. But Volkov's precise and technical striking dismantled Overeem, earning a TKO victory. Volkov's journey wasn't without setbacks. He faced elite fighters like Ciryl Gane and Tom Aspinall, coming up short in both fights. But these losses only seemed to make him stronger. He bounced back with wins over heavy hitters Jairzinho Rozenstruik and Tai Tuivasa, proving that even after setbacks, he was still a top contender. But one of the most intense fights of his career came against former friend Sergey Pavlovich. With emotions running high, Volkov managed to keep his cool and secure the win. In his most recent fight, Volkov faced top contender Ciryl Gane again. In a controversial decision that left many fans and even UFC President Dana White shocked, Volkov was handed a loss. Dana White himself stated, "I don't agree with that decision. Volkov won that fight." With a record of 12 wins and 5 losses in the UFC, Alexander Volkov's journey is far from over. His combination of intelligence, precision striking, and perseverance makes him one of the most dangerous contenders in the division. So what's next for Alexander Volkov? Can the rocket scientist turned knockout artist finally capture UFC gold?